I think what I'm about to ask you ties into some of the at least initial reaction to hunting, because there is a legitimate community of people or a group of people or collection of people who actually are into it for trophy hunting. And
Hmm.
that's all that they want. I'm just curious your personal thoughts. How do you think that that kind of fits into the ecosystem? And a lot of the times I've seen that, whether it's lions in Africa, game animals in Africa, it that can be a little bit more complicated in my experience to kind of explain that role or place in the hunting ecosystem.
Yeah, I mean, the trophy hunting moniker is just, it's a pretty, I mean, it's not, I don't want to say it's lazy, but it's an easy, like, judgment type
Yeah.
label to put on hunters. To me, I always say that I am a trophy hunter. I mean, I got a lot of mounts sitting right here. I got maybe 50 mounts in this room, but you can be a trophy hunter and a meat hunter because I take every ounce of meat from these kills and my freezers are full of it. And I love providing for others. So it's not like you're one or the other. Because I've had people say to me, like, are you a trophy hunter or do you hunt for meat? And I'm like, both. I mean, both. You can be both. It's not mutually exclusive. So, yeah, I have a bunch of trophies here, but that the meat from these kills sustain me every day and my family and my friends and people who, might need meat. And I have some extra, especially nowadays, meat's so expensive. So I do share a lot of my wild game kills with others. And so I would just say that, yeah, I'm looking for a trophy because that usually indicates an old, mature animal, and that's the ones that for the ecosystem and for the health of the herd that we're hunting, those are the ones that you want to take out. And so, a byproduct of that is they're going to have large antlers. They would be considered trophies, but also they have more meat because they're old, mature animals. So to me, that's just as important. And I have hundreds of pounds of meat to bring home after I have a successful fall. And I would just say, yeah, or I'm not going to say we're both, but I'm both for sure. Trophy hunter and a meat hunter.
Do you think there is a place for people who are not even interested in the meat and they do just want to travel and collect trophies of wild games?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, there's some animals that just need to be killed. That's all there's to it. Coyotes, wolves, lion meat is good. You can eat that. I was just lion hunting. I didn't kill one. Um, but there are some in Africa. You can't really get the meat back, but the meat is utilized by the communities over there if you donate it. So and then the hunting in Africa does sustain the communities because it's not like that. A lot of those African communities, there's not some, warehouse like that I worked at or mill that my son worked at. There's not really much industry over there. So without hunting and the money that hunting brings into these concessions, it's going to be a tough road to hoe over there. So for them, uh, uh, they would say like a trophy hunter is usually like some rich white guy. So a rich white guy goes over to Africa and kills whatever. That is injecting money into the community that they need. So are they hunting strictly for trophies? Yes. Is it a net positive? Yes.
Well, it's also managed too. I think and I've never been down to those organizations, but I've heard from multiple people who have. It's not like they're walking through the bush with a rifle slung over their shoulder, even though that would be an interesting way to do that because you would get mauled to death probably. Um,
Yeah.
but it's not, hey, that lion looks amazing and I just feel like shooting that. There are local people there who are looking at the health of whatever herd it may be from whatever species it may be and actually doing their best to, on the fringes, take animals that are actually going to increase the health of the herd. I think that's a piece of hunting that is often lost. And it's when you throw the conservation portion into that. There's this huge leap in logic that people have to make between killing and conservation.